is the hotcake media right now, and many content creators are seeing the opportunity and want to jump on it. However, when you think of how much money you need to invest in order to start a YouTube channel, it's so expensive. I burned a total of $10,000 to be able to start my YouTube channel and get it going. 1 year down the line, looking back, it wasn't necessary. Actually, I've realized that you can start your YouTube channel with zero in your bank account and you will still be able to make content. If you're interested in this kind of content, or you're a content creator trying to start your YouTube channel or grow it, then this is a video for you. Stick around. What's up guys, welcome to another episode of the vlog. My name is Sandero Ganga. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Here we talk about matters media, business and lifestyle, and today I just wanted to jump on here and have a small discussion or a quick discussion with some of you. Now, many people have been coming to my DMs and they've been following my journey since last year when I began seriously making content to this very day, and many are like really impressed with the growth that I've heard, and this is something that they're considering starting or getting into. And so I just wanted to come up here and have a discussion with you guys on how you can start your YouTube channel and how you can build it up. And when people think about social media or YouTube, they think, oh, you need like to have so many followers, you need to have it all figured out, you need equipment, you need so many things. But that's contrary from the issue. In all honesty, you don't need much. For the first 6 months or a year, you need very little to be able to kickstart your career as a YouTuber. So we're going to go through some of the things that you will need to be able to start your career as a YouTuber. So pull out your books and pens and take notes. I think the first thing that comes to mind is equipment. Many people are always worried like what kind of equipment they're going to use and how much it's going to cost. However, because of the way technology is structured, things have changed a lot. So we have phones, like you're always buying like the most expensive phone, the latest phone. And I think there are phones out here that have really good and decent camera that you can use to be able to record your content. For example, many phones right now, decent phones, have a back camera that has at least 13 megapixels and a front camera that has at least 8 megapixels. This is a decent phone that you can start making content with. So first, instead of getting a camera, particularly when you're amateur or when you're starting, I would always advise that you start with your phone. This makes it very easy. It takes away the pain and the pressure of having to get equipment and figure out how equipment actually works. Because if you look at cameras, most of them are like quite costly. They go maybe $500, $1,000. So you don't want to put that pressure on yourself. You can start with your phone. Should you choose to invest in equipment, you can always go for something like a GoPro. There are GoPros that go for at least $250, and it's not hard to figure out. However, if you have the decent brands of phones that you can use, if you have a Huawei, a Samsung, an iPhone, a Techno, you can start with that. The other thing that you will need to start is a tripod. Now, I have a friend who uses her selfie stick as the tripod. So many people, you understand when the selfie craze came, there was the selfie stick and many people got those. And now I get it, like selfie is no longer a big deal, so maybe your selfie stick is just hanging somewhere. So that is what you could use as a tripod. And particularly when you're starting to make content, it depends on the nature of the content that you're making. You could always like set it up on a table or a seat when you're doing your sit down videos, or when you're going out, you don't need such a long tripod. So that's what you could start using. Or you could, if you have a ring light, you could buy a ring light and you could use your ring light tripod as your phone tripod. That's what I did for quite a long time before I decided to upgrade my equipment. So first you need a phone, you need a tripod. Then you'll need a computer where you're editing your content from. Now, this could be necessary or unnecessary because it depends. There are people who can shoot and edit on their phones, and now they're like really great apps that you can use. There's CapCut, there's InShot. I know of very many creators that edit their videos on their phones, particularly when your video is a short video. You know, there are those creators that create short videos like 8 minutes, 10 minutes. If it's not a long video, it's something that you can edit on your phone. So you might not necessarily need a laptop to start editing. And if you need a laptop, then I mean, many people also have laptops, and the Adobe software, I hate to say this, but there are copies on the internet that you can pirate and use for free. Come on, you've done it at some point. You have, and you're starting, you don't have money to actually buy that license. So it makes a lot of sense to be able to just like be on the lower end of the budget scale. Then it brings me to content, and this can be really expensive, particularly when you're starting, because you do not, it's like making content is not cheap. It's not the cheapest of things that you can ever do, right? So you have a scenario where you want to make videos, but it's really expensive. And I always say, start where you are with the experiences that you have. You know, videos like shooting a day in my life, they don't cost money, they cost zilch. Videos of say how to, you know, just organizing, cleaning videos, these are videos that don't cost much. Videos of you making a meal at home, which is something that you're gonna eat. So when you're making content, be very careful so you don't end up overspending. So you can make content that requires zero amount for you to be able to make. For example, interviews, like if you're interviewing somebody, and obviously you find people who are really interesting to talk to and to interview. So these are people who it won't cost much to interview them. Say for example, instead of asking to meet and interview them in a restaurant, you'd rather go and interview them maybe in their homes. So the only thing that you'll be spending is bus fare. I think the other thing that you really need to be keen on when you're starting is who you're collaborating with. So most recently, I went on a trip with Stella Chanelli. She's a way more established content creator, and she has a drone. So that's how I got drone footage. So you can always try and collaborate with people maybe who have better equipment than you, and then you can always request that they can share some of that footage with you, because it goes a long way in elevating your content. And when I posted the drone videos, somebody in the comment section even commented and said, "Oh, I see you got a drone, we like the content." And I just had to correct them and say, no, actually it's not my drone, it's Stella Chanelli's drone, and she was kind enough to share the footage with me. So I think just how you position yourself and how you relate to people, how you network will go a long way. There are so many free events that you can attend, let me tell you. Or even if they're paid for events, if you make it clear that you're going to shoot content and you will send them some of that content as promotional material, you'll be allowed to go and shoot all the trips that I've taken, all the vacations that I've taken, all the events that I go to. I have never paid a single CD or shilling for them. It's just because I reach out to them and I say, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do, and I will give you some content, or I'd like to shoot and put it on social media. It will be good for your publicity, and I'm always allowed to attend those events. Guys, it's so important to know that YouTube is an online platform, and so creating content, making content, posting content is going to swallow or gobble up a lot of data. Now, data is not the cheapest thing in the continent, and I found a way of betting it. So to be able to upload a video, it takes so much bundles. Listen, when I used to work in Nairobi, I would take advantage of the office Wi-Fi. So I would only go to the office like over the weekends to upload my content, answer comments, just take time, take advantage of the office Wi-Fi. When I was working at GH1 in a media house in Ghana, I would do the same thing. And now what I do is I go sit at a restaurant, I'll order a drink, I'll shoot a video, I'll use the time to edit, and I'll also still use their Wi-Fi to post. So do not kill yourself thinking, oh, you need a lot of money for data. For a cup of coffee, you can always go to an establishment, shoot your content, maybe post it depending, shoot if the hotel doesn't have restrictions, and you can always post. You know, when you order for something, you can always ask for the Wi-Fi password, and you upload your content. And yeah, I mean, when you're starting, it's just a matter of knowing how to keep your costs really, really low. When you're starting, you want to save up the little money that you have, maybe invest it in content, or just hold on to it to see where it goes, because sometimes it might not work and you don't want to have burnt up all your resources, or even if it does work, you want to have at least a pool of resources that you can invest in things that matter. So I think when you're starting, hold on to your resources, and then when things pick up and things begin to look really good for you, then you can be able to spend that money in elevating your content and creating your content. Remember, all you need is a mobile phone, your selfie stick or a tripod. You can edit on your phone, and you just need a place that you can get Wi-Fi, and most importantly, create content that requires very little effort, very little money, but is evergreen content that anybody can use or watch on the internet. If you like this kind of content and you'd like to see more, let me know. I'll see you again next time, guys. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share this video with an up and coming content creator. I'll see you again next time, guys. Bye.